children, so far you have finished 2 lessons of Unit 7, Nation and Diversity. Now we come to the last part, that is Unity and Diversity in India. I am going to deal with the first session. Before going to the textual part, let's see glossary. Ethnic. Belonging to a nation, a race or people that shares a cultural tradition. Myriad. An extremely large number of. Babble. The sound of many voices talking at a time. Veritable. Real. Genuine. Discern. To know. Recognize or understand. Convention. The way in which most people do. Blend. To mix 2 or more substances together. Eminent. Important. Dialects. The form of a language that are spoken in one area. Manifold. Multiple. Various. Let's read the textual part of the lesson Unity and Diversity in India, Session 1. India is a country of many ethnic groups, is a land of myriad languages, a veritable babel of tongues and numerous modes of apparel. For the most part, the continental dimensions of the country account for these variations and diversities. Besides, there are several religions, sects and beliefs. But there are some common links and uniting bonds that people have sought to develop in order to achieve the eminently desirable goal of unity amidst diversity. It is true that superficial observers are likely to be bewildered by the astonishing variety of Indian life. They fail to discover the one in many the individual and the aggregate, the simple and the composite. With them, the whole is lost in its parts. What is needed is a superior interpretation, synthesis of the power of the mind that can give rise to a vision of the whole. A keen, penetrating insight will not fail to recognize the fundamental unity beneath the manifold variety in India. The diversity itself, far from being a damaging cause of disunity and weakness, is a fertile source of strength and wealth. Sir Herbert Risley has rightly observed, beneath the manifold diversity of physical and social types, languages, customs and religions which strike the observer in India, there can still be discerned a certain underlying uniformity of life from the Himalayas to Cape Comorin. From his long and first-hand experience in India, Vincent A. Smith says that the civilization of India has many features which differentiate it from that of other regions of the world, while they are common to the whole country in degree sufficient to justify its treatment as a unity in the history of human, social and intellectual development. Even the early Indian history unmistakably shows that the political consciousness of the people has from the very early times grasped the whole of India as a unit and assimilated the entire area as the theatre of its activities. India is not mere geographical expression, nor it is a mere collection of separate people, traditions and conventions. India is much more than this. The best proof lies in the fact that Indian history has quickened into life. India has many races, castes, subcastes, nationalities and communities, but the heart of India is one. We all are heirs to a common and rich culture. Our cultural heritage consists of our art and literature as they flourished centuries ago. Our heritage serves as a bond of unity between people of different faiths and creeds. The streams of different cultures have flowed into our subcontinent to make us what we are and what we will be. There were Dravidians in India before the coming of the Aryans, and Hinduism is a blend of the cultures of the north and south. India has 150 dialects and 22 recognized regional languages, but Hindi, like English, has come to stay as the lingua franca of our nation. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Mumbai to Nagaland, Hindi is now understood and is recognized as the national language of India. Children, Hope you enjoyed the textual part with the lovely images depicting India. Now let's see the summary. India is a country with many races, cultures, languages and modes of apparel. The religions, sects and beliefs are not an obstacle to perturb its unity. The traditions, conventions, way of living are in no way barriers of its development. The rich culture and heritage justifies the unity in social, intellectual and human development. The Indian civilization is a mixture of Dravidian, Aryan and Hindu cultures, bringing the north and south to a common stage. People may speak different languages, may follow different regional habits, but they have one common language to bring into one stream, and that is Hindi, recognized as the national language of India. Now let us see some comprehension questions. First question. What type of people can see the vision of whole of India? Answer. People who have superior interpretation, synthesis of the power of mind can see the vision of the whole in India. Second question. What is meant by unity in diversity? Answer. People of India have different cultures, traditions and languages, but they are ready to accept the cultures of people who live with them. This cultural heritage serves as a bond of unity among the people of different faiths and creeds. This shows that there is unity in diversity. What does lingua franca mean? Lingua franca means a medium of communication between people of different languages. Fourth question. Pick out the factors that contribute to unity in diversity. India's rich heritage, culture, traditions and conventions are the factors that contribute to the unity in diversity. The next question. Mention a few aspects in which India has diversity. Children, you can write your own answer.